Hey guys, C.D from AK3R here. It's two in the morning, but I decided I had to record this video now. I have been planning to record it for the past few days, and I just never got around to it. And if I don't record this video now, I'm never gonna do it. So I gotta do it now. Um, story time. So a few days ago, I was sitting in the library with my friend Mai. She's Japanese. No, she's not Japanese. She's Vietnamese. We were just talking about life, school, more life stuff, and how we were just miserable. And she asked me a question that really got me thinking. She wanted to know, she was like, CD, I've noticed that when black people are around other black people, they act one way. But when they're around non-black people, they act completely different. And she didn't understand why. Like, she didn't understand why. And it's easy to misunderstand, because if you're not African, if you're not sub-Saharan African descent, um, you can go to a group of white people, like a Vietnamese person can go to a group of white people and still be Vietnamese, just a regular old Vietnamese person, or just a regular Asian person. They can go to a group of black people and just be a regular Asian person when they move to a group of Latinos, and so y'all get the gist. Y'all get the gist. It's not the same for black people. I can't be the same CD, in the way that I talk to my grandparents and my cousins and my aunts and uncles, that I can't be that CD, to a white person or a non-Asian person in general. Now, and this isn't just a matter of the language you use around your family versus your non-family. It's just your overall actions and your overall character. Like even the way you talk. Because me, I have a blended accent. My accent is a mix of like Louisiana Creole and the Virginia Tidewater accent. But when I'm around certain groups of people and I have to talk a certain way, that accent is almost non-existent. You know, when I'm around a group of white people, I don't make that many black cultural references because A, they're not going to get it, and B, some things we do, while they're not necessarily negative, it reinforces the stereotype about us portrayed by society in America. And that's the problem. And that's why we do what we do. Every time I go out and I'm not around my fellow black people, I can't act just however I want. I can't just be casual. I can't just be me. I have to put on some front or fake persona. Otherwise, someone's going to think, oh, there he goes again, typical of black people. Ugh, they're always like this. We always have this problem. You know, and yeah, some of these stereotypes are fun to laugh at. Like I am one of the only black people around that some people know who hates watermelon. Like I cannot stand, I hate watermelon. But a stereotype of black people is that we love watermelon. Another one is that we love sweet tea. I cannot stand the taste of tea. I don't like tea. I can drink boba, but anything else I'm just like, ew, I don't like tea. I love some fried chicken though. I love some fried chicken. I love me some fried chicken, y'all. Ooh, you do. But see, like the minute I say fried chicken, oh, yep, he's black. Of course he likes fried chicken. And yeah, I make black jokes too, but it's my ethnicity. It's mine to make fun of, okay? It's my ethnicity to make fun of. It doesn't mean that you have the same right. It's mine to make fun of, not yours. Oops, excuse me. We deal with this problem all the time. And like, I guess you could say it's ingrained in us. We don't necessarily trust our society to treat us like regular human beings. You know, an Asian person can walk up to a non-Asian person and act the same way they would around another Asian person and be fine. I can't do that. A white person can walk up to a Latino person and act the same way they would around another white person. They'd be fine. Latino person. And here's the thing. For some people, I could be wrong. I could be wrong, and some people do have to put up a front. But I'm just speaking on terms of black people. I have to. it's just it is frustrating. And what I love about Mai is that she was like, I just want you to know, don't ever feel like you have to put on a front out of paranoia. And she didn't say these in those exact words, but like she wanted me to know that I didn't have to put up some kind of front or a fake persona just because, and because she wasn't gonna stereotype me. She's like, I see you for you. You're a human being. You're not some stereotype, and that felt really nice. You know, because when it's really hard having to act because you're afraid. It's really hard having to act a certain way because you're afraid if you just be normal or you're just talking nonchalant. And sometimes you could be doing everything right and shit still gets and you still get stereotyped, you still get profiled. You could think, oh hey, I'm a legal I'm using an example here, and this actually happened for people who don't know. I'm a legal I'm a legally I have the I am legally a concealed weapons carrier. I have a concealed weapons permit and I got pulled over. I nicely informed the cop, hey, I'm a concealed weapons carrier. He says, get your wallet. I get my wallet, and I end up getting shot because he thinks I'm going for my gun. And there's been so many situations where a black person was just acting nonchalantly, or just like they were just doing them and it ended up getting them killed. You know, and that's really scary for my parents, especially if you're a black male. If you're a black male living in America, there's been so many situations where we were just doing whatever, and we ended up in jail or killed for something that wasn't worth us being in jail or killed over. And it's really, it's really frustrating. It's really frustrating. We will end up either getting profiled, discriminated against, and everyone talks. It's funny because everybody dreads the talk. Then most of the time when people think it's the talk, it's sex. For black people, it's not. When we get the talk, they advise us. They're just little straight up. Hey, because you're black, you're less likely to succeed. You are less likely to get picked or succeed for X, Y, and Z. In simpler terms, you have to work twice as hard as a white person, twice as hard. You can't and you can't be whatever you want to be. You have to cover up your culture. Can't wear cornrows to work. It looks gangster. Can't wear this to work. Can't wear that to work. Can't talk this way. Can't talk that way. Can't walk like this. You guys get what I'm saying. This is what we have to deal with. And I will say it is much better than it was years ago. Much, much better to where, you had to worry about men in white hoods chasing you down the street with a noose. It's much better than that. We still have a long way to go, and it's really frustrating. It's really, really frustrating. But that's life. That really is life. And I'm glad that Mai took the time to say that, because when like I said, this is life for me. When I'm around certain groups of people, I have to act a certain way, because if I act just normally, they'll be like, oh, there he goes, being a typical black person again. And I'm not. I'm not trying to be a stereotype. I'm just trying to be me. But I can't do that. Because I live in America. God bless fucking America. you know. But if you guys have any questions or just general questions, leave it in the comments, because I notice a lot. I read all the comments, and I've noticed that a lot of people they miss the point of some of my videos, or they take them out of context. Just ask if you have a question. If you want me to clarify on something, just ask. I read every comment. I don't always respond, but I read every single comment. And it never hurts. I know some people, you don't want to offend us. If you guys have a question, a genuine question about someone else's culture, just ask and be respectful about it. They won't get offended because you're asking and you want to know. That's all it is. Just be respectful about it. Anyways, y'all, I'm C.D. from AK3R. Subscribe if you want to see more videos. Follow me on social media. Links are in the description. Shout out to my co-hosts featured on this channel, past, present, future. I'm C.D. Goodbye.